of course, our Stevens School of Business has their AACSB accreditation, and they are amongst the two other schools that offer graduate level programs. Our School of Business, unlike a lot of other universities as well, the programs that we concentrate on are analytics, management, finance and financial engineering, and of course, my colleagues will go into a little bit more detail there. They are joined by the Schaefer School of Engineering and Science that houses both engineering and science programs, and the only school of its kind in the United States, the School of Systems and Enterprises. So at Stevens, what do we emphasize on? What makes us different? We talked about the fact that we're 15 minutes away from New York City. That is going to be incredibly important to you when it comes to finding jobs. And we will talk in more detail about the job-seeking opportunities through Stevens Institute of Technology. We have an emphasis on experiential learning, and we focus on innovation and entrepreneurship. It is in everything we do. It is in the blood of Stevens Institute of Technology. But we also have a rigorous education that not only will teach you what is in the books, but indeed will ultimately teach you how to hit the ground running when you are looking for a job. And that is why 4 times a year when we have the career fair, there is more than 500 employers that come to Stevens every single time to seek out the Stevens graduate, because they know that essentially the Stevens graduate is going to graduate from the university, going into the career force, knowing exactly what they need to do in order to produce. So Shahun, did you want to take over from here a little bit and talk about the rankings, and especially of the School of Business, and a little bit more along with Brian on the offerings of the school?
Happy to do so. Hi, good evening. So I'm happy to share our national rankings and recognition. As you see, we have a very high various categories, and we believe this is due to our rigorous and also relevant curriculum that we have developed and we are continuously to develop. And we are taking full advantage of our location in New York City. So we have industry board members and our extensive alumni network. They continuously provide us their feedback so that our curriculum can be up to date and stay in demand in the market. As you can see, we are very highly ranked in the return on investments, and also US News rankings, the top non-MBA online programs. And also, although it's not listed here, our BIA program, Business Intelligence Analytics program, is ranked number 15 according to TFE Times for this year, and also number 19 online analytics program according to US News. And our online MBA programs are number 1 in the state of New Jersey. And as you can see, and Brian will later will talk about our award-winning student services later. Next slide, please. Oh.
So thank you, Shahun. I think basically we talked about this a little bit earlier as well, in the sense that there are certain practices that we embrace at Stevens Institute of Technology. And I think one of the main things that we do embrace is the collaboration between programs and the collaboration between the schools as well. So that interdisciplinary approach of the education that we do provide is incredibly important at Stevens Institute of Technology. We also have a very close student to faculty interactions. And I see it on our campuses and within the School of Business all the time, where you walk around, the faculty members know exactly who you are. They know you by name, they know your strength, they know your weaknesses. And that is very important because they will be the ones guiding you throughout your educational career. And the wonderful thing that I see within the School of Business is that truly our faculty members come in with experience from industry. So these are faculty members that are sought out, even though of course they're PhD holders. They're sought out because they have been there and they've done that, which means that truly they will be teaching you what is incredibly important to succeed and to be able to get to the next step of why you want this dual degree program from Stevens Institute of Technology to be able to get into the workforce.
And
Now,
Gina,
of course, we talked about the support that you will get from Stevens Institute of Technology. And one of the things that you will find is that there are specific offices that will be assisting you throughout the process. So the minute that you decide through your institution that you want to come to Stevens Institute of Technology, you will find that you will have a specific advisor within the Office of Graduate Admissions that will walk you through the entire application process. We'll work with our faculty members for the interview that you are going to be required to do, so on and so forth. Now, on the other side of this, I've seen it firsthand where Brian Rothschild will be working along your side or helping, guiding you step by step to make sure that academically you are focused and academically you are in the courses and in the program that you need. Additionally, we do, of course, have the International Student Scholar Services Office that will be there to take care of you and to guide you along the way when it comes to any immigration issues. And of course, regarding your I-20 and your student visa. We also have the Graduate Student Life Office that specifically is there to take care of you as the student, as the graduate student, and to not only ensure your well-being academically, but socially as well and emotionally and all those good things. Shahun, did you want to add anything? Sorry, I saw that you might have, or Brian?
Shahun was about to speak, so I'll let him go.
all right, so I was just going to ask that in terms of interdisciplinary education, we do have a wide range of electives and concentrations and graduate certificates, so that you can not only take various courses, across disciplines within the school, and also across the schools, you can take, develop your own interest and take various certificates. For instance, in our very popular information systems program, there is a concentration called cybersecurity, and that is offered jointly through computer science. So, yeah. So, and also within MBA programs, we have a number of concentrations within business-specific disciplines, and all of these are now STEM designated. So that is something that you can look into. Yeah, with advice from Brian.
If you can't tell, I will be your friend, colleague, mentor, advisor, everything once you reach campus. So I will help you, guide you through the entire process that has to do with your courses, with your registration. I will put you in touch with any office on campus that you need to help you. We have an office right in the School of Business called COPA. It's the Office of Corporate Outreach and Professional Advancement, which I highly recommend you start working with as soon as you are accepted to the school. You send them a copy of your current resume. They will work with you to update it so that as soon as you start, you can work with them on potential internships and real-time job opportunities, making sure that we can marry the coursework you take with the types of opportunities that you're looking for, get you the right concentration if it's an MBA degree that you're getting, so that we can help you begin the career of your dreams. That's what we're here for. And we're here to help you every step of the way.
Perfect. Now, I also wanted to go through this at Stevens Institute of Technology. You will see that, of course, the majority of the international students that are coming in for on-campus study. But we at Stevens also offer online, and we offer courses at the workplace of very large companies. Our students are able to come in full-time or part-time, but of course, as an international student, you would be coming in full-time on campus. Now, we do have 3 intakes at Stevens. We have the spring 2023, which is about to start January 18, and we're very excited about another successful semester. We have the summer, which is really for domestic students or online students that begins on May 17. And then the fall 2023 semester will begin September 1st, 2023. Now, Brian talked a little bit about COPA, not a little bit. He explained what COPA is and what they do. At Stevens Institute of Technology, as you will see from the rankings that Dr. Shahun Lee provided, we are enormously big on career opportunities and on placement for our students. At this point in time, overall, the entire university, we are at a 96% employability rate of all of our students within 3 months of graduation. This is an incredibly high number, considering that about 80% of our full-time students that are seeking jobs are indeed international students. So that is something that is also sets Stevens Institute of Technology apart, perhaps from other universities. And I attribute that a lot to our faculty members, to our academic criteria, and of course, our location and our vicinity in Hoboken, New Jersey, right across the river from New York, in that we're, as we are considered a New York area institution. As you can see here, these levels are not achieved overnight, right? Or by an institution that does not know what they are doing when it comes to career placement. Our MBA program has 100% employability rate 3 months post-graduation. Our management program has a 90% employability rate within 3 months, and then within 6 months, it's 100%. And if you look here, within 3 months of graduation, the BIA program, and these are numbers that were right after COVID. So when it comes to these numbers, you have to recognize that, of course, a lot of students were telling me, so what are those numbers usually? I can honestly say that our students do not have a hard time finding OPT. So these are the numbers that we have for all of our programs across the School of Business. Brian, did you want to talk a little bit about perhaps some of these programs in specific and the relationship with the institution or the collaboration that we will see there? Especially that these students are coming in already with a bachelor's degree and they're currently doing another master's degree, correct, Dipali?
Yes, Dina. So they're starting with us in January of 23 and they'll be with you in September of 23.
Excellent. So these are, I've never seen an SP James student that really had a hard time finding a job. But of course, Brian, if you can talk to us a little bit about this offering.
Absolutely. As I started stating before, we will work with you from day one. There is no, oh, I'm graduating next week. I think it's time to look for a job or put a resume together. We understand the whole purpose of you traveling this far, doing this dual program, that you understand that a lot of work that you're doing is directly related to the career that you want. So we want to help get you there. So as I said, we're going to be working with you from day one. And as you can see, the MBA, which Dina had mentioned previously, as well as Jahun, is that every one of the concentrations in our MBA program is now STEM designated. So not only do you get the 12 months of the OPT, you actually get the additional 24, giving you 36 months of OPT if you do actually any of the programs you see on the screen, except for the MS in management. All of our other programs are STEM designated, which helps the student and helps the employer. So when the employer is hiring, they know that they have extra time with the students. This is why we've been able to secure, and I'd say over 3 years, before, throughout, and after COVID, the MBA program has maintained 100% placement rate, which is very difficult to do. As I said, what we do is work with you one-on-one. We're going to introduce you to alumni in the fields you're interested in, maybe at the companies that you're interested in. We will allow you to be mentored by certain alumni. The board of advisors for the management program work with our analytics students, as well as all of the MBA students who come in from SP Jain. So you'll get a real live mentor from corporate who will help you throughout the process too. And they're not there to hire you. They're there to assist you. They're there to talk to you about what your goals are, what your competencies are. Where would you fit best? Where would you be happiest? As we all know, we're going to work more hours than we do anything else throughout the course of our lifetime. So we want to make sure that in all those hours, you're enjoying what you do, that when you wake up in the morning, you're like, yes, I can't wait to get to work today. I'm going to get so much accomplished. This is what we want. This is the drive, the motivation that we have for you, but we need to feel that you're returning that motivation to do the best that you can do, both in your classes as well as in your job search.
Ryan, sorry, could you talk about our Center for Student Success?
Absolutely. The center, as I said, we're very student-centric and we have offices all over and everybody is there to help. Student centricity is one of the main themes of the entire university. And one floor below us, we have what we call the Center for Student Success, which will deal with every issue that you have while you're being a student, whether it has to do with registration, whether it has to do with getting a grade changed, finding a good professor, whatever questions you have, both academically as well as socially, you can come through my office, the Center for Student Success, and we will make sure we point you in the right direction and get you all the information you need when it comes to anything. We have many, many student clubs. Dean had mentioned the Office of Student Life. We have clubs related around recreational sports. We have clubs related around each one of the majors. We have clubs like the new Product Management Club, which I now advise, which started, I think, a year ago. If you don't find a club that you want to join, you get a few other students interested, and we will help you create that club. That's what happened with the Product Management Club. A student came to me, I would say 3 years ago with the idea. We went out, we did a little research, we found what students would be interested in it. And within 3 years, now they're one of the most active clubs in the School of Business. So it's all on you, and we are here to help you every step of the way through the many offices of the university, but specifically through the offices right in the School of Business, like the Center for Student Success and the Office of COPA. All right, everybody's impressed by names. You look here. These are the places where our students went to work after graduating. You saw those statistics of how many students got placed. These are the companies that they placed at. I know that everybody loves the Googles and the Apples and the Microsofts, but sometimes there's a lot of other companies that you just never thought about that might be a better fit for your career. As you can see, we do a lot in the financial industry, whether it's Barclays, JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, Moody's, Goldman Sachs. We have the management consulting. We have the EY. I'm trying to read these as I'm talking.
Deloitte.
Yes, Chahoon, did you have something?
Deloitte.
Oh, thank you. Deloitte, EY, Deloitte. We have technology, CS Technology. We have what formerly was known as telecommunications companies like AT&T and Verizon. Johnson & Johnson, the pharmaceutical industry. As been said many times, between Northern New Jersey and New York City, you have access to, I'm forgetting the percentage of how many of the Fortune 500 companies are within 50 miles of the campus, but it's a very high percentage. And as you can see by where our students end up, technology-wise, IBM, Express Scripts, Analytical, Veriskar Analytics. There are so many opportunities. And that's why we need to start working with you as soon as you get on campus so that we make sure we bring you to the right place. Another way we do this, in our MBA program, we have a requirement called the Industry Capstone Program. It's designed specifically for experiential education. We go out, we have companies who come in with real business issues. We put a team of students together, work with a faculty mentor on that specific consulting problem. Throughout the course of the semester, you'll be working with the company and the faculty mentor. You'll do a midterm presentation and then your final presentation to executives of the company as well as of the university. What we expect is that this program, if it does not give you a specific job with that company, it certainly will give you all the advantages and things you'll need to talk about on interviews for other companies that you might have an interest in working for. Our industry capstone program has been wildly successful. It has grown so much. You could just scan that QR code right now if you're interested. You can send Christina or myself an email. We can tell you anything, any details you need to know.